Once upon a time, in the middle of a small town, there lived a dreamy boy. His name was Ryan. In this town where everyone was close to imagination, Ryan believed in the magical world of white. While other children played ball, Ryan was keen on building snowmen in his snow-covered yard. As the cold breezes of winter covered the town in a blanket of white, Ryan's eyes sparkled. One day, he picked up some small interlocking snowflakes and decided to create something magical. It was these flakes that he wanted to give life to his snowmen. Ryan made many snowmen in his garden, but one was different from the others. He called him White Friend. This snowman's eyes shone like a star, and Ryan taught him to talk. Every night, Ryan and White Friend counted the stars in the sky, listened to stories, and dreamed dreams. The children in the town were surprised to see Ryan's strange friend. But Ryan said that White Friend was something special and that everyone had a little magic in them. The children gathered around Ryan and stepped into the magical world of white with him. Together, they explored the snow-covered streets of the town, watched the snowflakes, and discovered what a magical color white is. Ryan taught the children how important it is to fulfill their dreams and use their imagination. One day, a strange child appeared on the snow-covered streets of the town. Her name was Grace. Grace was fascinated by the magical world of Ryan's snowmen. Ryan embraced Grace and included her in his snowman. Grace quickly adapted to the colorful characters of the town and joined their magical world with their snowmen. One night the town was shaken by a snowstorm. The houses of the snowmen started to crack and everyone was worried. But Ryan brought the townspeople together and they decided to act in solidarity. Everyone came together to repair the snowmen's houses. Together, the townspeople accomplished this challenging task and built sturdier houses for their snowmen. One evening, the town sky was shining with stars. Ryan and Grace explained to the townspeople that each star represented a dream. Together, the townspeople started counting the stars in the sky. Each star represented someone's dream. This impressive moment allowed the townspeople to get to know each other's dreams more closely. One night the town was suddenly illuminated by a light show. Ryan, together with his snowmen, had set up a giant light installation in the center of the town. As the lights danced with colors, the townspeople began to dance to the music. Each light symbolized the hopes and dreams of the townspeople. That night, the town added another magical moment to its heart. And so, under Ryan's leadership, the town enriched the magical world in which its snowmen lived, day by day. One morning, a stunning icy pond was discovered just outside the town. Ryan and Grace gathered around the pond with their snowman. The surface of the pond was covered with reflective ice crystals. Working together, the townspeople built an ice rink around the pond. Everyone started to have fun here on winter days. There were ice skating competitions, dancing to music, and the townspeople gathered around the pond to drink hot drinks. One day, an old woman from the town approached Ryan and his snowmen. "Thanks to the snowmen, the energy in our town has changed. Everyone is happier," she said. The woman gave Ryan a special gift. It was an ancient piece of jewelry she had kept for years. "This represents the light you gave to the heart of the town. I want to share it with you," she said. Ryan showed the townspeople this precious gift and explained to them that each individual is a valuable part of the town and what they can achieve together. This once again reinforced the townspeople's value and respect for each other. One day, the town caught the attention of a movie producer. When the filmmaker heard the story of the town, he decided to make a documentary. His snowmen, ice rink, light shows, and other events introduced the town's magical winter world to the whole world. The documentary won many awards, and the town became a tourist attraction overflowing with visitors. And so, under Ryan's leadership, the town became known as a magical place at all times of the year, not just in winter. Everyone knew that the sense of love and unity that Ryan's imagination and his snowmen brought would live forever in the heart of the town. The town had a surprise encounter with a giant ball of soap bubbles that appeared in the sky one morning. This ball of soap bubbles was determined to take the snowmen on an extraordinary adventure. Ryan and Grace witnessed this extraordinary event and set off with the townspeople towards the giant soap bubble. This soap bubble took everyone who entered it into a sea of colorful bubbles and began to fly over the town, taking the snowmen with it. High above, their snowmen went on a delightful journey inside the giant soap bubble. The townspeople danced and sang inside the balloon, enjoying themselves in a world decorated with colorful bubbles. Over time, the balloon turned into a giant soap bubble, creating a riot of colors in the sky. Finally, the giant soap bubble floated over the town and landed gently on the ground. At the end of this extraordinary adventure, the snowmen and the townspeople celebrated a winter day covered in colorful bubbles. Everyone enjoyed flying their snowmen in this fun soap bubble together. One day the town was unexpectedly shaken by the sound of magical music. It was a mysterious call that drew the townspeople deeper into the forest. Everyone followed the mysterious music and walked into the forest. When they reached the forest, the source of the music was the snowmen. The snowmen were illuminated with a magical light and the music danced around them. Ryan, Grace, and the townspeople gathered around the snowmen and enjoyed this magical moment. Suddenly, the snowmen began to move to the rhythm of the music. The eyes of each snowman glowed with a different color and played with the lights dancing around them, following the melody of the music. Suddenly, a ghostly figure appeared out of the snowmen. These ghostly figures represented former townspeople from the town's past. It was as if their snowmen were dancing with the ghosts of the past and bringing their stories to life. Ryan and Grace realized that their snowmen were secretly remembering the townspeople's past and carrying their energy. As the music continued, their snowmen told a series of stories about past events. Memories of the past came to life inside the snowmen, strengthening the townspeople's bonds with each other and creating a shared cultural memory. This event demonstrated that the snowmen are not just physical beings, but living memories that carry the history of the townspeople. By building the snowmen each winter, the townspeople celebrated not only a tradition, but also the confluence of the past and the future. The town welcomed the end of winter with sunny weather. The snowmen began to melt in the warm sun. But instead of feeling sad, the townspeople wanted to help their snowmen make good memories until next winter. Ryan and Grace took immediate action and came up with the idea of transporting their snowmen. Working together, the townspeople packed their snowmen into a big snow truck. With the help of the townspeople, the snowmen set off to find a new place. The snowmen were moved to the top of a mountain outside the town. Here, the cold temperatures persisted. The townspeople created a snow park to build and protect their snowmen in a special space. In this new place, the snowmen found a place where they could live in a cool and beautiful environment without having to melt in the sun. Every year, the townspeople would visit their snowmen in this specially built space and organize fun activities together. Thanks to the love and creativity of the townspeople, the snowmen continued to live happily even under the sun.